So, Rufus, we have a sponsor for this episode and going forward for a little
Yeah,
while.
not just this episode.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's really exciting. And it's a sponsor that we both like care about and think is interesting. So it's not, they think that our seven listeners might be valuable to them.
Yeah, I mean, if they're as valuable as I am to them, then these seven listeners will have a lot of value because I'm looking at my account right now and my lifetime is down. I'm down 105,000 on it.
So this is why we're so good at our jobs. We've been talking about this for almost a minute and we haven't even mentioned who it is. It's Novig. Novig. It's
It is
exciting.
Novig, and
There's Novig
we've had
at
Henry on the
Novig.
podcast before. Um, Hopefully, we'll get Jacob on at some point. The
Who's
the
Jacob?
CEO.
Oh,
Jacob's the
it's the
CEO.
CEO. Got it. Got it.
Both of them are
I
in New
know who
York.
Jacob is. I was just trying to like make it clear that that's who it was.
Jacob Pertinsky. Yeah, they're both in New York, and I've gotten to know both of them personally.
Yeah, we don't care, Rufus, but we
But
do care that Novig is America's number one sports prediction market and that it's available in over 35 states, including California, where I live.
yeah,
And I did notice
I'm gonna be wait,
yesterday.
I'm gonna interrupt you, Jeff. I'm gonna be honest, like when you set up, I'm excited to see how often you use it when you set up an account because I feel like so often you kind of take crappy prices on things because you don't line shop enough. And I feel like, if you're betting into a book where in general, especially on sort of more liquid big markets, you're, the spreads are going to be like a few cents.
I mean, I did look last night and I did get better odds than any traditional sports book on the Bears, which unfortunately didn't win.
I'm sorry for you.
Um, yeah, I was the best available in my normal outs was minus 103, and then on Novig it was minus 102. So that does make a difference. We've talked about this being able to get the best price and get a lower synthetic hold, all that kind of stuff. I mean, we talked to David Howe. I mean, having this as
Well,
an option is very important.
I mean, it's simple. It's like, you want the best price and for me it's about getting enough volume down and at the best price I can. And like I actually bet so I bet the Bills on Sunday Night Football. They had Novig had plus 112 and sort of the Vig free money line should have been plus 110. And so that's a little 2 cent edge there. But the real reason I took it is because I'm loaded on Bills under season wins. And I was like, ooh, this is a sort of positive EV hedge on that. And I actually stopped watching the game midway through the fourth quarter because I thought it was over.
You know that Buffalo won,
They
right?
did. And I don't
They
know if I
did.
should be happy or sad about it because I have like 55,000 on Bills season win unders and I got 6,000 on the Bills money line. So um, I guess probably pretty neutral there. But the thing is, obviously, like price shopping is super important. And the other thing that I think is what makes Novig so successful is they make it so easy to make markets. It's not, you can just say, okay, I want this price. You put in the price that you actually want to bet at, and it displays as the opposite for the user. And so I think that the result is more peer-to-peer stuff. So it's less you against a
Well, that's the key here, right? Mixed
anti-market maker.
exchange
It's
is our peer to peer, and
well, most
Novig.
exchanges are normally you against a market maker in
Okay,
general.
this is
But
truly peer to peer.
I mean, they market make themselves, but I remember Jacob saying that like 90% of their volume actually comes from users matching with other users, which I mean that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
so they're the only commission-free exchange, so you keep
they
100%
are.
of your winnings. You were mentioning why you like that, like when there's no commission built in and you have to like figure that into your edge or
You don't
figure
have
that into,
to, right? You
yeah,
don't have to add that. Like
you have to do fewer math.
call
So,
sheet's great, but like I have to figure out what 0.0175 times P times one minus P is for if I'm making a market where they're integrated with Robinhood and like if I'm taking it's like 0.07 times P times one minus P, right? So it's like
right. So there, Kalshi's not sponsoring us. Novig is, so we should probably talk about Novig.
I know, but we
I
we can
know, I'm
still
just
talk about
messing with
the
you.
ecosystem as a whole. But the other thing, one thing just as a user of it, I think is I really like is just how good the interface and user experience is. It looks like a traditional sports book. You could see the orders. It's really intuitive. And I think that is why they get so much peer-to-peer because it's really easy to put in an order. They have a new web-based app now, which I'm kind of excited about because like that's much easier for me than the phone because I'm an old. And the other thing is they do a ton of volume for props, and so
Yeah,
you can get,
that's you know the
I was
deepest
looking.
player prop market compared to other exchanges or prediction
Well,
markets.
here's the
And
thing. Back in the day in Las Vegas, we would bet a lot of like no touchdown bets, right? Like Jalen Hurts not to score a touchdown. And we still are able to do that when we bet Super Bowl props in Nevada. But the sports books, outside of Nevada don't have that law where they're required to um, offer two-way markets. And so you see like the anytime touchdown where they offer a price on the yes, but no price on the no, which results in a huge hold. And so on Novig, there's prices on both the yes and the no for the individual players to score touchdowns, which I think results in a better price if you want to bet the yes, but also the option to bet the no.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can download the Novig app anywhere you download apps in the App Store, and it looks like they have an Android app. And then their website, I'm trying to find what their website is. What is their website? Do you know the desktop website? Because it's not
No, well,
Novig.
no, it isn't. It's I think app.novig.us, I think. I'm trying to remember on our phone call with them if that's what they said. App.novig.us, that's correct.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
First try.
So again, go check them out. We're doing this because we think it's important, like, and not important, but like we think it's a relevant, product for you guys to try out. We don't obviously do sponsorships with sports books for many reasons. This is one that we believe in.
Well, this
So
isn't a
hopefully
sports
go
book.
check it out. What's up?
It's not a sports book.
That's what I said. We
It's an
don't do
exchange.
sports books. It's an
And
exchange.
everybody
I
knows how I
wasn't I
feel about it.
wasn't I wasn't actually saying it was a
I know.
sports book. So
I think most of our seven listeners know how much I like exchanges, so it shouldn't be a surprise. I think what I'm also excited about, Jeff, is the opportunity for us to offer some custom markets. Like I want to see, my picks against your picks or something. We can offer some things, and then I hope it isn't a crushing blow to your ego when I'm like trading at minus 300 against you for whatever contest we have. But
yes.
Bet the process.